Hello and welcome. I'm heading off to a vacation, so let's see if we can round out the episodes that'll air while I'm gone. Tyractor or Vitor. Tyractor has more money. Vitor likes points. Topsoil contract means that a microbe synergy is looking pretty good. There's also microbes here for this Venus. And quite frankly, there's a microbe thing here. I don't see a reason why, though, I would take Tyractor over Vitor. I know that the starting cash is nice and stuff, but there's more cards with points that I want to play than rebates. And if I start with some steel, we should be good to go on Space Elevator. The only question, really, is whether a single titanium production is worth more than 2 energy production. But I don't see a reason to hold on to the energy production, quite frankly. So I'd rather just take this, like, the titanium income, and part of me wants to even grab Maxwell base, but it's so irrelevant for so long, and then at the end of the game it might give us a handful of points. So let's just not and say we did. Taking the discount first is bad. I don't need it for you. So no matter what, I'm playing you first, right? We're gonna get some titanium production and the ability to sell some steel. And then topsoil contract is nice. If I play tardigrades first, because it has a point symbol on it, I'll make money back. And then I can topsoil contract and tap tardigrades and boom. And already now the question is, do I push Venus? I'd love to push Venus to 6%. Is that better than pushing Heat to 26? I'm not sure. That's the truth, is just I'm not sure. But I'm going to go with Venus, because more microbes for topsoil contract to give me points on seems nice. Cheap plant tag of greenhouses. Flooding is a cheap ocean. I don't need plus or minus 2, but it might be nice. Basically, I'm buying too many cards once again, but I can sell. So the real question is, like, if I play adaptation technology, which has a point on it, then I play this to get a discount and then $3 back, I'm still not quite there for thermophiles. But that's okay. 6% is now in reach, so I can go ahead and start doing some heat bumps without needing to do more government bumps of Venus. Orbital Reflectors, Ecology Zone, Olympus Conference, I want them all. Immigrant City is a nice cheap city, which I like. Ecological Zone, I can already see kind of stacking with a lot of our green stuff. And look at this, some Venus bumps. I mean, I'm buying way too many cards in that it's killing our tempo. But I don't care. So let's thermophiles onto itself. And the thing is, there's several things I'd like to do. I might just ocean for a... I don't know. Ocean for a titanium, and then next turn the heat will be set up for asteroid, and then we can pivot from asteroid into something else. I think that makes sense. I mean, getting this back just works for us. This should be okay. So the heat, and then we can get this heat production. Oh, a little Venus thing here. I even like house printing a lot for us. And because I have asteroid, I can play crash site cleanup. It really works out for us, I promise. So, I was going to play asteroid. I do that now. That gives us the heat bump, which gives us the heat income. I play this to get some steel. I take the steel over to the house printing. Boom, we got money there. I have no microbes coming in, as far as I know. So perhaps a touch of orbital reflectors. It will put the Venus track up to 1 away, and we have the microbes for it, and we have some Venus cards we'd like to play to go with it. Before playing Sulfur Exports, though, I do want to play these 2 other things. So I think that everything's in a pretty good spot. I don't have a heat bump lined up, so I can push Oxygen a couple steps and maybe bring Worms into play. It would be 2 plant income. But that's enough for us to talk about. How are we doing overall? We have 4 TR over the baseline and no money production. Very troubling. But I'm going to say that I have 2 steel income, more on that in a second, and 2 titanium income, which is $10 worth of metals, so 4 plus the 10 metals. And one of those steels, like I said, is actually $5 more. So $9 plus the $10 in steels is 19. And then the other thing you have to consider too is these microbes are giving us $1 per turn. So we're actually, despite having no money production and only 4 TR, like getting $10 worth of income and $10 worth of metals every turn. Not to mention, we have the rebate. So I think our economy is actually not too bad. Rebate, little discount. We actually have adaptation technology to accelerate things. That's good. Our energy and heat is quite low, and our heat track can show the same problem. We at least have some heat production on the horizon between the freebie and this one, so I think that's okay. We have the plant income on the horizon. We have some Venus stuff on the horizon. No Venus bumps from a like asteroid floater or whatever, but at least we have Venus bumps from thermophiles. So I think that we're pretty strong overall. The only thing that we're really missing is oceans, and that's actually a pretty good spot to be in overall, I would argue. So let's go ahead and start pushing Oxygen to get those worms played as soon as possible. Standard technology, mineral deposit, both goated. I do have 2 earth tags. I could have a 3rd. And this has points on it. I mean, honestly, like I feel like I'm grabbing every card every round, but at the same time, there are good cards, you know? Like I want Extreme Cold Fungus. I don't actually need it this turn right now. What would be the most impactful thing to do? Part of me just wants to get my steel and then my Olympus Conference and then my money per earth tag, because this is going to give me points back, or money back because it has points on it. This is going to give me money back because I have points on it. This only cost me $5, and it's another tag towards like Sulfur Exports making us money, so that's probably worth playing. I would prefer to get aerial mappers, but given that I can just afford this now, it's 3 cards, that could give us big insights. Knowing we have fish is nice. Mining quota is playable. Hashtag, we got rewarded for being greedy. Urbanized area, I don't know if I care so much about, but Extreme Cold Fungus coming in is goated for our Venus bumps. Sulfur Exports and aerial mappers is goated for our income. Our income has improved. And so far, if I look at my VPs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've gotten 9 procs of Vitor already this game. That's almost $30 worth of cash back on things that aren't necessarily great investments, don't get me wrong. But certainly things that I invested in. So here we are. Okay, floaters, we love that. Floaters, we love that. Production of titanium. Honestly, we have enough steel that stuff is basically free. Extreme Cold Fungus, that's what I'm looking at. I want to get this online first because it's consistent $2 per turn in microbes, and then a consistent Venus bump. So very nice. I have 4 microbe tags. I'm not sure that I'm gonna get another one. I would hate to be offered a microbe tag literally next gen, so I think I take my 2 plant income now. It's playable, it's here. I mean, or I aerial mappers and get half a card draw and something to do with my floaters, and next turn, if I don't have something to do with my microbes, then we go after it then. I feel like that at least makes sense to a certain degree. Again, we need so many oceans, but I'm going to get a heat bump one more time just to help us out. Science tag is half a card draw. I'd love to grab these things, but I won't. Olympus Mons, though, has a 3-card pickup. And I have a lot of steel, so maybe Lava Tube Settlement is worth doing exactly what I said I wouldn't do. Thermophiles, though, for another Venus bump. Draw a card. I hope I don't get Rotator Impactor, which requires like -10. Actually, I can go plus or minus anyway, so I shouldn't get hit by anything that screws me up. But look at this, the double Venus tag for Venus Govna. And now Sulfur Exports is lined up to give me 8 production. I believe I can play this first. I could even get another card draw by playing Standard Tech. Sulfur Research will be cool later, but I don't need it now. Okay. And yeah, I didn't get the, I didn't get another microbe tag. But again, I can justify not taking it because we're on a sweet spot for a TR bonus. Haha. Alright, one more chance to get a microbe tag. Also, I'm going to get help from the government to put an ocean down beside Olympus Mons, because I'd like to put a something there. Oh, there it is. Spin-inducing asteroid. I shouldn't need it at this point. We'll take everything else. We need a lot of heat pumps, but we have standard technology, so heat pumps are actually like the most affordable thing to spam. Obviously, Venus is a close second, but look, we just did a bunch of clicks. Thermophiles, yo, justified in waiting for worms. Look at that. So thermophiles, worms. I don't have a greenery yet, so potatoes kind of sucks because it puts me off some of the things I want to do. Allow me for a second to aquifer here for a plant. And then throw in my Lava Tube Settlement for my 3-card draw. Okay. I only get 3 plants from this. Ecological Zone is like right there. But even if I play green, like a greenery, I think I want to because I want a titanium production anyway. Extremophile should place on itself. I just don't want to lose out on the half point. That's the real value of this. Nuke is nice. I mean, I could always nuke. I could nuke over here, then greenhouses, then place this. Now Ecological Zone is playable. It has points on it, so it would give me a little rebate. So, sure, bring around the Rosie, find the water. Throw this here. We don't have meat industry this game, unfortunately. God, is there one of these I care more than the other? I don't want to sell any cards right now. I actually like all my cards. A titanium or $2. I guess if I take this one, I can get the potatoes after placing my next greenery for 2 plants. And that will be good. So we need lots of oxygen right now. So I think that's what the government needs to help us with. If we standard project oceans, then we can get decent stuff out of this game. Man, these suck for me. I have no energy, but I want the TR, so I might pick up this one just for the chance of getting 63 TR, but I don't need directed impactors or any of this other crap. We'll keep doing this card draw. Maybe we'll get some oceans. We got some energy. I don't mind some energy. I might play water import first just to get that heat production as well. But now I'm going to standard project an aquifer. Again, we have standard technology, right? So it's cheaper than it might appear. Plus we're getting dollars back from all these microbes. That's $4 worth of microbes per turn. while getting the bumps and the partial points and everything like that. Let's go ahead and take this energy. Even if it spills over into heat, that's fine. I have certainly enough Venus tags that I can place Iosulfur Research for a bunch more cards. A cheap energy might be helpful for something like a magnetic field in the future. For now, I guess I'll pay $8. This is going to net us, what, 1, 2, 3 productions? It's going to net us a little bit of money. Not very much. Yeah, and here we go. I mean, slowly we're clocking our way through. We do have the urbanized area, so part of me wonders if it's worth buying a city on this 3 plant spot. That might be quite nice. It's really greedy to buy a city right now, though, so that there's the bonus TR. These really, really help us. Microbes is money. This is animals as well. So I don't know that I need the energy anymore for the magnetic shield dome. However, the magnetic shield dome is something that uses a bunch of steel, and if I don't have anything else to do, then it'll make sense to do that instead. Okay, Jovian stuff, heat stuff. Atmos Scoop will give us more card draw per turn. It'll also get us in range of trees. So let's go ahead and just do that now. 2 heat bumps, aerial mappers, that gets us card draw through the rest of the game. Trees has points on it. I'm gonna buy a city because I'm just that greedy. We have standard technology, so my impression on this game is that we can buy our way to success. The only thing that I've annoyed myself with is that I'm a plant short. I thought after placing that city I would have what I need here. So I guess the government's going to help me a little bit more on the heat. I don't know if I need that, but I don't have a ton of heat or energy spilling over, so unless I get a big card, getting a little bit of help on the heat side is probably fine. I'll take this. I shouldn't need orbital deflection. The only reason I would consider taking it is, again, because I have steel. But if I have steel, I should just be buying magnetic shield. Dome. Generator. Whatever it's called. Ooh, big interstellar colony. I don't have enough time to put another point on thermophile, so I'm just gonna... Or extremophile, so I'm just gonna put it on tardigrades. I can stack tardigrades quite quickly. Alright, another heat bump. I can get that with this. That gets me an ocean there. What's not to love? I mean, we have quite a few points. I can grab my fish right now. I could standard project a greenery. I need 3 energy tags? Okay, no, we're good. We can buy this. As for the magnetic shield, I guess I'll buy this. We may as well get a little titanium out of our end game here. I'll save. I mean, I don't really have a reason not to play you right now, unless I'm about to get meat industry provided. So I'll just go ahead and buy some greeneries. I feel very economically strong right now, if you can't tell. So I'm going to take this $36 and a bunch of steel to the last gen, and then we'll just buy out whatever we need to buy out when we get there. Okay, an oxygen just to be safe. Cupola is not playable. It's actually almost playable. Like, we're very close to being able to play this just because of our plus or minus 2. That's not how the cookie crumbled. Pets, very cute, but we don't have meat industry. Yes, this is all basically just nothing. We did not hit in the way I wish we had. Oh, that was the energy tag, so I don't even need to buy space mirrors anymore. That is sick. We can take extremophiles down here. Not ecology zone. I would rather have fish. This is a thermophiles bump. We still need a Venus bump and some oceans and everything else. So we can't quite phone it in just yet. But we have a ton of cash and standard technology. So we should be good. Let's go ahead and start by buying an aquifer here. See if we get heat bumps. We did not. Aquifer here, because I want to put a greenery beside my city. If we were to buy a city, the best spot is only like 2 points here or there, right? There's no great resource cashbacks. So I'm just gonna buy a greenery that maximizes my return. I'm gonna buy some heat bumps. I'm gonna buy that last Venus. That's the full terraform. Now the question is, can I buy magnetic field generator? I only need to buy one more energy production, and then the placement should give me a bunch of like adjacency stuff. It's cheaper for me to just buy a standard project power plant though. So you do that, you throw a bunch of steel downrange. Do you take the money or the card? Thing is, that's a 3-point city. I have all these big cards to play though. Just take the money, it's fine. It's fine. And I don't see myself getting magnetic shield generator. It's just too expensive. I already have the 63 TR. I may as well take the interplanetary colony ship and get a little bit of cash back for it having a point symbol on it. I could buy pets. I don't have enough money for an extra city here at the end, so it does nothing for me. Except it would give me an ecological zone. So, sure. And even if I sell everything, I would only have $6. None of this is tappable. I mean, this is a terraform. Getting a city here would have been nice. I don't think this actually counts as a greenery. It really looks like one. Just because of the way the board works, but I'm pretty sure it's a brown tile. In terms of classification. I mean, I can even just double check the card. Excuse me. Place this tile. Yeah, I mean, it looks cooler than it is. Anyways, 115 points, a trifecta, 63 TR, terraform the whole planet. I mean, Vitor is Vitor, man. Chase those points, have a good time. 30 points on cards is not as much as 50, but hey, I mean, it was a fun run. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.